Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The Love Addiction. Love. I'm addicted to you.
Thank you.
Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. What if we were on a cruise ship right now? It kind of feels like we're on a cruise ship. Anyway, we are in Miami, Florida. We came down here for Ultra Music Festival. We have been vacationing for, this is like our 7th day now. Our vacation's almost over. So we were at the pool today. I had put a picture up on Instagram like a week ago that we were going to do a couples Q&A while we were down here in the hotel room. And Alex said, are we going to do that Q&A that you posted a picture for? And I was kind of like, oh, I forgot all about that. So we came up and he was nice enough to be willing to do the video today. Thank you very much.
We got 5 minutes.
5 minutes! Okay, so we're going to get right into this video. Not 5 minutes. So we're going to get right into this video, and we're going to see what people ask us. You actually asked a question on here. He went in here on his own and asked a question. He said, do you guys want to have kids?
7.
7. We do. We want 15 kids. 15. People always ask us that.
I got to collect that Social Security check, girl.
People always ask us if we want kids. We do not want kids. It was a decision that we made when we got together. We've never broken up, actually. But it was a decision.
Well, we got back together because we were like together in separate lives, and then like we were just reborn, and then here we are.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh my god.
So anyway, no, but we decided early on that we didn't want kids. We have dogs, we have 3, and that's enough. So anyway, but that was kind of funny that you put on there because people always are like, oh, are you guys gonna have kids? You're gonna have kids? No, and we have nephews, and so we're uncles, and we love our nephews and all that. Okay. Peter, hi, I love you guys right now, said M. McColo213. Who is your favorite YouTuber right now? And what's your favorite fashion designer? So I will let you answer this first, and then I will answer it.
I don't watch YouTube.
At all.
So I don't really know who, I mean, I would guess it would not be Peter. And
he does not watch my videos. No. And neither does my best friend, and I'm totally fine with that. They're both like, we see you every day.
Which is funny because like before, like a long time ago when Peter started like YouTube, when like he was no one, like he would be so mad that like I wouldn't watch it. And I was like, babe, I'm like literally sitting right next to you, like watching it. Like, why would I want to watch it like on YouTube?
I know.
But anyway, so yeah, so Peter Monn's my favorite YouTuber. And favorite designer, I don't know. I really like the Balmain like lines right now. So
Alex is really into fashion. So if you go check out his Instagram, it's Alex J. Paredes.
Forever 21 is my favorite designer.
They've got some cute stuff sometimes, actually. Okay, so who's my favorite?
I mean, this is from Forever 21.
Who's my favorite YouTuber of the moment? My favorite YouTuber of the moment, I'm obsessed with the most popular girls in high school because I was a whole season behind, so I'm catching up on that. My favorite designer, that's hard to say. It's like not so much about the clothes. It's more about like, I really like following Marc Jacobs on like Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But that's why he's my favorite fashion designer. Okay, what's your favorite food to eat while you're in Miami? Mine is arepas at Doji's, which is this Venezuelan restaurant down here. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have arepas this time because I'm a vegetarian. They had vegetarian ones.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like the favorite food. I mean, we eat pretty much everything that we eat at home here, restaurant wise. Then it depends. You know, like I kind of like anywhere on like on Lincoln Road or anything on like on not Mass Ave, on Ocean Drive. I do not like eating at Sugar Factory because it's the waste of money.
Yeah, we've eaten at Sugar Factory like Alex was like seriously over it today.
Like I'm resentful of the.
But I've had like 4 veggie burgers down here, and I don't know what the difference is between like down in Miami versus Indianapolis, but like the veggie burgers are like 100 times better down here. They're like real cheeseburgers. They're so good, and they stay together. And if you're a vegetarian or if you eat veggie burgers, you'll know what I mean. Like I hate when you eat a veggie burger and it falls apart while you're eating it, and they like stay intact, and they're really good. So I like eating anywhere on Ocean Drive where we can just like sit and people are walking by. And it's just really fun to be like real loungy out there.
I really want to take Peter to like the River Yacht Club or like Sugar in like downtown Miami, but like we're so far. I mean, it's like a 20-minute car drive.
We're thinking about doing that tonight, though, or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Maddie Smith 17186 asked me, "How did you meet your husband?" So we've answered this a lot in videos before, but since there are a lot of new people, I'll answer it on here. So I had seen Alex out at a club in Indianapolis, and he was actually spanking like a mutual friend of ours for his birthday. And then I was on, this is the embarrassing part, but it's cute too. I was on MySpace, and Alex, I found him, like he came up in somebody else's.
Stalking.
All day. So anyway, so I found him and I sent him a message and I said, "You have kind eyes," or I said, "You're handsome and you have kind eyes." And he messaged me back and I said, "Would you like to go on a date?" And he messaged me back and he said, "Thank you. I'm not a kind person and I'm still interested in my ex." And so we didn't go on a date for like 6 months later. And then he called me up and he said, or he texted me and he said, "Hey, how about that date?" This was like in March that I asked him, and this was like now in August. And I said, "Oh, you must be over your ex now." So
it was.
Anyway, we just ran into his ex not too long ago. "Hi, ex." He was real friendly. He like waved to us across the place. Okay, what is something you don't like that the other does and vice versa? Said Catching a Boo. We'll be real careful about this one. Like something not too seriously.
Do you not like that I fart in my sleep?
You don't say that. That's so gross. You don't do that. Anyway, Alex walks really heavy. Upstairs, like we have wood floors in our house, and he always has like big combat boots on or like big shoes, and he walks real heavy. And I'll be like downstairs, I'm like, oh my God. What is something that you don't like that I do?
That you project the things that you don't like about yourself onto me. Like how I walk.
We had this conversation last night. Okay. All right, what is the most difficult obstacle you've overcame as a couple? Oh, that's a good question. Who asked that? Tamara Laya. What's the most difficult obstacle we've overcame as a couple?
Finding our way back to each other.
Finding our way back to each other? What do you mean?
Yeah, because we had like a difficult year last year, and then just finding our way back, it just takes a lot of work.
We did. If you watch my Peter Rosen's video or channel, I'm very honest about that on there. That and also my vlog about we started marriage counseling a year ago. It's been like amazing. It's like
this trip last year was supposed to be our last trip.
Yes, and it's changed us like phenomenally. It's changed us, and like I think this last year has been probably the best in our 10 years together.
Yeah.
So yeah, you agree?
Yeah, I did say yes.
You can say no. And then you get the divorce papers as soon as you get home. Okay. Little Space Cowgirl said, "What are some of the inside jokes y'all have?" Little Space. Like that one that I just said was an inside joke. What's the inside joke that we have?
I don't know. I mean, like, you're not really like an inside joke kind of person.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of inside jokes.
No.
He does with like his girlfriends that he's known since high school, though. Like when he's talking to his best friend on the phone, he's like, "Oh, yeah."
Like there was this like one time, like we were out to eat with like our friend Nika, and like Peter got so annoyed because we just kept like going over and over and over the same joke, and then like he was part of it, like he was part of it.
I was part of it when it originated, and it was like dead, like killed it, dead, kicked the dead horse, kept hitting the dead horse. It needed to be served and done with. It was dead.
Way to go.
Okay. If you could describe, here's dear Olivia. If you could describe each other as one person from your favorite TV show, who and what show would it be? Love you both. Jessica Lange from Coven.
That's me?
That's both of us together. Oh, I'm definitely Jessica Lange from
No,
Coven.
she's saying
to
describe me as one of your...
If you could describe each other as one person from your favorite TV show, who and what show would it be? Okay,
right.
Who would I describe you as?
Right.
Andrew Cunanan from...
Oh my god, I was thinking of a character from the same season.
Okay, no, I would say for Alex, Bob the Drag Queen. No, who would I say for you? Who is somebody that you remind me of from a TV show? Oh, I know, because everybody says it. Kyle's husband on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Everybody says, I get so many comments that they're like, what's his name? Mauricio? How do you say it? Mauricio. Now, who would I
don't know who I would describe you. Dan Humphrey from Gossip Girl. Because you are like the ultimate outsider.
XOXO.
You are the actual, spoiler alert, the real Gossip Girl.
I'll take it. Okay.
He's cute too, so hey.
Peter's WOOF Pack said, but my question is, have you guys ever thought about having kids at any time in your relationship? No. Do you know, it's really funny because, like, probably 3 or 4 years ago, like, you know, you go through that thing where you're like, okay, if I'm going to have them, like, now would be the time.
Well, you were indifferent.
I was indifferent when we got together because I kind of thought, like, you know, maybe at some time, but what's really weird about this is that, like, 3 or 4 years ago, I'm an only child, so I kind of started going through this, like, who's going to carry, my mom's passed away, my dad's older, you know, like, who's going to carry on the Monn legacy or the toys and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of realized, I had like this moment where I was like, okay, that's just stuff. It doesn't really matter. I can pass it on to my nephews. You know, my sister-in-law loves that kind of like stuff being given to Liliana and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, it just isn't that deep. And like, that's not what I want in life. And I think now, honestly, I think he would be the one that would be easier to convince to have kids than me. Like, I don't want them.
No.
And,
I mean, I just know myself too well to know that I know that I wouldn't make a good parental like figure or example. So I just, you know, why do harm when I already know that I don't need to?
Yeah.
You know?
Do harm.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, if you're, like, a bad parent, like, you end up ultimately, like, harming that child.
You would be a good parent, though. You're so good. You're so good with your nephews. The thing is like...
Because I give them back.
Right.
Like,
here's the thing. It's one thing to be, like, a great uncle. Like, we've talked about this.
Right, so I wouldn't be a good parent at all.
Yeah, for, like, 20 minutes. But, like, at 2 o'clock in the morning when I want to go to Walmart with my best friend, or he wants to go out, you know, or something, it's like, okay...
I mean, like, I will have to buy, like, diapers versus shoes, you know?
You're such a snot.
I mean, it's true, or, like, you know, this vacation will be, like... not existent because
okay,
like,
so Stet Schultz said, Alex, can you talk about the diet?
Cut off.
Cut off. We don't need to. We can ask the kid. Like, do you guys want us to have kids? Is that what this is about? Like, they're trying to convince us to have kids.
Not happening, guys.
Okay, so Stet Schultz said, Alex, can you talk about the diet that you are on? Food was delivered, I think. What was it, that diet that helped you drop the weight? What was the name? Okay, so Alex and I talked about this on this video. I'm very seriously considering doing it. It was called Optavia. And then I'm going to do a whole video, probably on my vlog or my Peterisms channel, with Alex, having him explain it, and he's going to kind of coach me through it. So I'm thinking about...
Because I may be actually becoming a coach through it, so then maybe I can help Peter and then even start a channel while I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'll never happen.
You never know, girl.
Okay.
Daddy's got to pay the bills.
Callsorg said, how do you display love for each other daily? We're very verbal with our, like, I love yous. We say it a lot.
We're very different in how we display love.
Okay, but we do, like, kiss every morning and every night.
Mm-hmm.
We're very big into that. And a lot of I love yous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll let him talk to you about how I communicate love. He is very, like, funny, flirtatious, like tickles and all that kind of stuff, which to me, I don't love. And this has been one of the ways that we've like worked in counseling on, like, understanding each other's love languages, so to speak. Would you say?
Yeah.
How would you say that we communicate love differently?
I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, funny for me. It's just I'm very physical when it comes to love, and it doesn't mean, like, just, like, the physical act of it, but, like, it's, like, touching. Like, I do this to Peter, or, like, I'll go up, like, it's, like, you know, whatever, just, like, do, like, physical, like show, like, display of affection, and he's very just, like, emotional, like, words-wise, so, like, a word means more to him than, like, me trying to give him, like, you know, like a caress of the cheek or something, you know, like he would gain more out of me just saying I love you than me, like, actually touching him as a way of displaying love.
So when you, like, talk about, like, the love languages, it's like physical affection versus, like, words of appreciation and things like that.
Affirmation.
H. Christine said, most handsome couple on the internet. Oh my god.
Girl, you need to look through the internet a little bit more.
We will take that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Since you guys always go to music festivals together, do you have any kind of pre-festival routine or something you guys love to do every time you go? Love you both. What is something that we do every time before we go, like, during the day?
Well, Ultra is not like any regular festival, so like for us, for Ultra, like a pre-routine, we go to the beach and we like really mellow out.
Yeah.
Because then like once we're there, it's like so much happening. But when I go to all the other music festivals and stuff with like friends and stuff, we get ready together and we just get hyped. Like we play the music, we talk about like who we're excited to see. We like try to like, think about like what we want our pictures to look like.
I don't think much about that.
Yeah, so then like with Peter and I, we go to the beach and then we get in the car and then we just like talk about like who we're excited to see and stuff.
It's funny about the pictures because like you would think like because of the channel that I would be the one that like really cares a lot about that, but I don't. He like really thinks a lot about the pictures. He's very good at the photo editing. And
like I was like, okay, like when we get there, I'm like, we're gonna stop here, we're gonna take a picture here, and I'm like, I need to put this away, and he's like, oh my god.
Okay, Lauren Jensen 20 asked, who snores, you or him? I snore. It's bad, you guys. I even got those strips and everything, and they were like, I thought I was going to have a panic attack while I was sleeping.
So if you have any suggestions.
Graven's baby said, I just got a sugar rush from all the sweetness from this picture. Oh my god! Let's see. Tweema asked, how do you guys feel about each other's families the first time you met them? The first time I met Alex's mom was Halloween, and he made me dance with her. He's like, go dance with my mom, go dance with my mom. She was dressed like a pirate, and I didn't even know her. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, I don't know her, but hey. She was very nice.
Mm-hmm. I thought they were great.
The first time you met my family, it was my mom's birthday.
Yeah, I think I met like your Aunt Kathy first and Caroline. They were very nice, very welcoming. Peter's mom was very quiet.
My mom?
I was joking because it was at her gravesite. I haven't really.
What'd you think of my dad the first time you met him?
I thought that your dad was very charming. He was funny and fun.
He's like, your dad is really good looking.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I said that you look like your dad a lot. And I said that he was really funny.
My dad is really funny.
But yeah, I mean, I get along with his dad like very well. I think
we're so blessed in that we have great relationships with each other's families. I think like that's one of the things that like when I see other and this is not just a gay or a straight thing. This is just I think couples in general. Like I couldn't be blessed to have a nicer mother-in-law. Really, I couldn't. I mean, she's just amazing, and it's just never been an issue. Anything about us being together, or his mom gave him away at our wedding, and my dad gave me away at our wedding, and.
Yeah.
It was just amazing, Okay. Jessica Gill said, how do you guys get through low spots in a relationship, like when things don't feel as exciting?
Therapy,
yeah. I mean, we're both really huge believers in counseling now. Basically, there's 3 people in our relationship. We do have an open relationship. It's me, Alex, and our counselor, so.
The Eiffel Tower, babe.
So, hi, Joel. How are you? We have an amazing counselor. He's just a really awesome guy, and he's like 34 and married and has 2 little kids, and I don't think he knows what to think of us when we come in there.
I know, like sometimes I'm like, dude, you just like talk shit about us. Like one time I asked him, I was like, I want to need for you to describe me like the way that you would describe myself to your wife. Go.
No, he's so awesome.
And then he turned it around as like a learning thing. He's like, how would you describe yourself? And I'm like, I asked you a question, sir.
Here's the thing. Alex really pushed for us to be in marriage counseling. The fact that I had a history of being a counselor was really a struggle for me to walk through the door. And, which is stupid. I know it is, And it was a conscious decision to talk about it on my vlog and on my Peterisms channel because our marriage improved so greatly as a result of it that I wanted people to know that the stigma of going to counseling for your marriage doesn't have to be there and that you can talk about it openly. And what's so funny is now when we go out to dinner with other couples, they're like, oh, our counselor this, or like half of our friends all have marriage counselors. It's
Which
so
I think
funny.
that's like a question that somebody asked too, like what's like an advice that you would give to us like before we get married because I just got engaged or whatever. And that would be like my advice to like go to like premarital counseling, because like you talk about like the non-spoken expectations that like people don't really like think about like talking and communicating, because like you just grew up learning, you know, that way. Like somebody was like saying before that like, oh yeah, she's like, you know, like my unspoken expectations is that like, you know, I would take care of the kitchen and then my husband would take care of the garage, but we never talked about that. And then like we would fight about like the kitchen not being taken care of or like the garage not being taken care of, but we never talked about it. So like little things like that, like I think that like premarital counseling is like really great. And you know, if you have an issue about going to like therapy, then like it's not necessarily like therapy that you have an issue with, it's something that you have an issue within yourself, and just question that and then work it out through with, you know, with however or whoever it is. If it's like, you know, a personal trainer, then like work it out that way, and then, you know, do whatever makes you feel better and comfortable.
Well, and there are so many YouTubers out there that are couples, and they're always like, hey, how are you? We love each other so much. Oh my God, we're just so happy all the time. You want to go to Sugar Factory again? He would say no. But anyway, they're just so happy all the time. And so when I started vlogging and I started doing all my channels, I was like, okay, we're going to show what a real ass couple is about, because that's what we are. And the other thing is that other couples like are together for 6 months. And they're like, we're so happy. Oh, we split up, but we're keeping the YouTube channel. And I was like, screw that. Like, you know what? I want real people out there to know that real people exist on YouTube, and that you have problems and you have rough spots and you make it through it. And that's what a marriage is. At the end of the day, that is what a marriage is. And a very close friend of mine that recently passed away, he was in his 80s, he lived a great life, but right before I got married, I said to him, what is one piece of advice that you would give for a marriage? And he said that divorce is not an option. And he said, of course, divorce is always, you know, an option, but to go in the mentality that you'll do anything to keep your marriage together, I think is a really good attitude. And that's been something that we've always had. Like, no matter what the problems are, no matter what the differences are, we're going to make this work. Yeah. And we've been together 10 years almost. I mean, that's a long fucking time to be with this dude.
I gotcha. You have to give it the respect that the marriage deserves when it comes to like ending it. Like if you think about ending it, that you have to give it the respect of like, hey, you know what? Like we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna give it like every tool in our like arsenal to like either make it work or, you know, make it work. And if it doesn't, then at least you said we gave it a try. Yeah. And we gave it a try, and then it worked. So it wasn't that it wasn't working. It's just that we just needed to adjust a few things. Like our positions.
Speaking of, what's your favorite thing to do while you're on vacation?
Sleep.
With me? In bed. I'm the sleeper on vacation. I'm the napper. I love to take naps and stuff on vacation. Okay, what are your shopping habits all the time? Do either of you hide your purchases? Yes.
I do not actually. I display them. I have a couch. Peter has a couch on his side of the room, and I have a couch on my side of the room, and I just like literally anytime I buy something, I like just like put it all in there, and I don't wear my stuff or like hang it or put it in my closet until I actually wear it, so that like, you know, they are displayed at all times. So Peter gets to see everything that I purchase.
That's true. How many bag suitcases do you pack compared to Alex? We took exactly the same amount this time. We each took one big suitcase, but the difference is that his was 53 pounds and mine was 51 pounds. We were both over at the airport.
I kind of overpacked.
But I did bring a fan. I always pack with a fan to sleep in. Let's see. People are asking about our most embarrassing moments. I can't think of an embarrassing moment that we... What?
I can't think of one either.
Is it a birthday moment?
A birthday moment?
What were you thinking? Whisper to me.
It was the one time that we went to the casino and then you had to...
No! We don't share such things like that.
I think an embarrassing moment was like one time I was like dead asleep, and I think that we had gone out the night before or whatever, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and I like was so disoriented that I was peeing in the shower, and Peter was like, "What the?"
I went in there. I go. Doing? He was asleep. He was like sleepwalking. I go in there. I go, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh my God, I'm like peeing in the shower." I go, "You're peeing in the shower!"
Which, when I was little, I would like sleepwalk, and I like would sleepwalk and always pee in the trash can in the kitchen all the time when I was little.
Okay, he does not believe I get this question.
I wasn't a drinker then.
So LMRT4210 said, "Have you ever seen Gianluca Vacci?" No, but everybody always thinks I look like him. I don't think I look
there's a restaurant here in Miami that he likes to go to, and I was telling Peter, he's like, "Well, where should we go?" And I was like, "Well, we can go to Zuma," and like, you know, like, and I was like, "That dude like goes there all the time." He's actually a really shy person.
Okay, so we're gonna end this on an up note. I'm gonna answer the very last question that's on here, and it's by Philippa Egan 1 or Philip Egan 1. Peter, glad you guys are having an awesome. You're having an awesome time with Alex. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna let Alex answer this one too. Get ready, okay? What did you think of the twins on last season's Project Runway and the cheating scandal? They were his favorite. He loved them.
They should have won.
They should have totally won.
I mean, they were
oh my
amazing.
God. Every week we were like...
Everything that they did, even fucking up, they fucked up royally. I mean, you know?
Every week we were like, could they please just get them off the show? We're so tired of them. They were so annoying. We usually actually agree with Project Runway. RuPaul's Drag Race, we kind of don't agree sometimes. But Project Runway we usually agree on, so...
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for asking those questions. Peace out. I love you guys, and we'll maybe do one next month. See you later. Bye.